Hey there. What if you have found a very interesting code repository on GitHub with issues, with features, with pull requests, with code you want to learn about, but your dog wants to go for a walk? What do you do when you take a walk? Listen to audiobook? Maybe your favorite podcast? Or you were lucky and you found a video that actually speaks exactly about your code repository you're so interested about, but you needed to go for a walk with your dog. Well, what if you're not so lucky? What if I tell you that you can try to chit chat with a GitChat, a custom GPT that I have built that can. Wait a second. Let's actually ask GitChat itself. Here is desktop version of ChatGPT, and GitChat is already open. I will share the link in description and in comment. Let's try to speak with it. Let's use a voice mode. Oh, and voice mode for now is not advanced. Advanced voice mode doesn't work with custom GPTs and with all kinds of functionalities like search. So, hello there. How can you help me? What can you do?
Hey there, I can help you explore repositories, track down files, review pull requests, analyze code changes, and more. Here's a quick rundown of what I can assist with. I can help you find repositories based on specific criteria, like star count, creation date, or popularity. Once you're in a repository, I can pull up general information, recent commits, or list open pull requests. If you're investigating a specific pull request, I can fetch details like the title, author, associated files, and even show you the exact code changes. If you need to compare branches or commits, I can generate diffs for a full breakdown of differences.
Wait, there was something weird. Are you censoring names? So where can you look for this information?
No worries. Let me clear it up. I use GitHub's API to search and explore repositories. This means I can pull up information about public GitHub projects, like repository descriptions, stars, forks, commit histories, pull request details, and file contents. I can also
Okay, let's do what? Find me the most popular AI repositories of last week, like top 3 of them. Oh, okay. I need to log in. So the reason I need to log in is that I'm speaking directly with GitHub with this custom GPT, in a sense that there is no in the middle my own server. If you trust GitHub and you trust ChatGPT, then you can trust it, and it can even speak with you about your private repositories, which I cannot be accessed publicly. And I will later share with you the prompt and schema. If you're still I will show you how it works internally, and so you can build your own if you want to. Let's try to log in.
Got it? Once you're logged in, I can look up the top AI repositories created or updated last week based on their popularity, using criteria like stars. This will let us see the latest trending AI projects on GitHub. Once you're ready, I'll perform the search for the top 3 and let you know what I find. Just give me a thumbs up when you're logged in, and we can get rolling.
I think I have logged in. Let's try again. So I logged in before in browser and it just has the credentials from browser, but it will show you the GitHub UI.
GitChat, talk with repos files, pull requests. Issue wants to send some data to a website to finish your request. Please check the conversation history to allow or decline.
Yeah, now it asks me whether I want to allow it to ask GitHub for things, and I will pick always allow.
Perfect. Now that permissions are set, I'll retrieve the top 3 trending AI repositories from the past week. One moment while I gather that info for you. Here are the top 3 trending AI repositories from last week. 1. Fabric. Please open your app to see this link by Daniel Miessler. Fabric is an open source framework for augmenting human potential with AI. It enables users to crowdsource and use modular AI prompts. Stars 24,532. Going description. Modular framework for AI-based solutions in various life and work tasks. 2. OpenUI. Please open your app to see this link by Wandub. OpenUI allows users to describe and render user interfaces with generative AI, simplifying UI creation using imagination-driven descriptions. Stars 19,176. Language TypeScript. Description enables users to visualize imagined UI.
Can you tell me, wait. Can you tell me how many pull requests the second one has?
It looks like I couldn't retrieve the pull request count for the second repository due to a not found error. This might happen if the repository is set up in a way that restricts pull request listings or if there was a slight mismatch in the repo name. Would you
I
like me to double
see.
check the repo name or try retrieving a different type of info on it?
Okay, let's try something else. I have a repo I want to explore, and I already know the URL. What do I do so that we can explore it together?
If you have the repository URL, just share it with me. From the URL, I'll get the owner and repo name so I can start pulling up information on it. Once I know the repo, you can ask me to look up specific things like files, recent commits, open pull requests, code snippets, or even branch comparison.
Anyways, let's go back into
Sorry, I'm having issues.
let's go back into the chat to give it the URL. Then pause it. So URL is in the chat, and then we can try to start again. Okay, I just gave you the URL to the repo. Can you tell me what this repo is about?
This repository, Bolt.New NEL from StackBlitz's Bolt.New project, please open your app to see this link. Its purpose is to prompt, run, edit, and deploy full-stack web applications using any large language model, LLM, you want. It's designed to support easy, flexible interaction with LLMs in a full-stack environment. Here are some key details. Stars 1870, forks 849, primary language, TypeScript, license MIT, open issues 115. This project could be helpful if you're looking to experiment with or deploy LLM-based applications.
How many pull requests does it have? I mean open ones.
It seems the request for open pull requests was too large to retrieve in one go. This can happen if there's a high volume of data or specific.
Okay, retrieve something like last 10 open pull requests. It's kind of interesting that it's too much, but okay, retrieve last 10. So there are some issues with size of requests. Sometimes they're too big for ChatGPT to handle, and I
It looks
haven't
like
found
even
solution yet.
requesting just the latest 10 open pull requests is returning a response that's still too large. This could mean the pull requests contain a lot of data, or GitHub is processing it in a way that's triggering the size limit. I can try an even smaller batch, like 5 pull requests, or focus on other aspects of the repo, like recent commits or specific issues. Let me know what you'd prefer.
Can you just get a list? I'm interested in just the names.
Here are the titles of the 5 most recent open pull requests in the Bolt.New NELLM repository. 1. Feat, add a search function in the tree view. 2. Docs, update readmd change.env to .nv.local. 3. Upload files or folders to chat from local. 4. Fix, Gemini create model error. 5. Feat, improve index DB persistence handling. Let me know if you'd like more details on any specific pull request.
Actually, the one about uploading files is interesting. This is something that my subscribers on YouTube asked multiple times. Can you pull up information about it? Like what does it do, in what state it is, what files were changed?
The pull request titled Upload Files or Folders to Chat from Local adds a feature for uploading files directly into the chat interface, which integrates their contents for interaction with an AI. Here are some details. Status: the pull request is currently open. Author: Muzaffar Kadir. Please open your app to see this link. Description: this feature allows users to upload either individual files or entire folders, which are then parsed and displayed in the chat history for seamless.
How many files were changed, and can you maybe pull out the changes and tell me? Do not give me links or anything, just like summarize what was changed in code.
This pull request modified a total of 3 files with the following updates. 1. Chat.client.tsx introduced 2 new functions, add custom file and add custom folder. Add custom file creates an input element for file uploads, allowing users to select a file. Once a file is chosen, its content is read, assigned a unique ID, and displayed as a message in the chat. Add custom folder, similar to add custom file, but allows multiple files from a directory. Each file's content is displayed individually in the chat. These functions make it easy to add file contents directly into the chat history, enhancing interaction with the files through the AI. 2 editor panel hex added new UI buttons, upload file and upload folder, to the editor panel. Each button is connected to the corresponding functions, add custom file and add custom folder from chat.client.
And this is, ladies and gentlemen, how you speak with GitHub while you're taking a walk. Now let's finish here. Let's wrap up. What can GitChat do for you? It can search for repositories. It can investigate issues and pull requests and code. It can search through code. It can answer your questions. It can help you write reviews, descriptions, comments for pull requests and issues. But that's it. I haven't added any kind of features to do actual editing at the moment. But I will later in the video show you how you can do your own version and add this kind of things. There is a link in description below where you can try it for yourself. And what do you think? Did you like it? Leave a like. Do you have questions, suggestions, or maybe requests for follow-up videos? Leave them in comments below. And if it's really useful for you, be a generous guest. Leave a tip by using super thanks here. And if this is where you live and you're not interested to see how this works under the bonnet and how you can make your own, then don't forget to subscribe so that I see you next time. Now let's go to how it actually works under the bonnet. So this is my custom GPT and we can go to editing. First thing that I need to really mention is that this custom GPT doesn't have any kind of my servers. I made ChatGPT directly go and ask GitHub APIs. There is no man in the middle. It works only with API GitHub.com. And here in developer tools, we can, like in developer tools of ChatGPT for custom GPTs, we can actually debug requests and we can see what it does. So let's ask it again for give me top 3 AI repositories of last week. Oops, made a typo there, but well, ChatGPT will understand. So what happens here in the debugger, you can now see full requests and responses. This is not what you see in the chat, and it's actually a little bit sad that you don't, because this is transparency. You can see that I'm calling actually API GitHub.com directly. Nothing goes to my servers. Like what you're asking here about your private repositories works. So here we can see that it calls API on GitHub.com, it calls with get method, and it calls an API for search repositories, and it asks for topic AI created during certain days, sort by stars, order descending, and 3 per page. And you can see that first 3 for last week is Fabric, OpenUI, and GPT Crawler. This is the 3 that it found. So that's how it works. And we can see here, if we go into the actions configuration, that it has a list of APIs. This is not all the APIs that GitHub has. I added only some. And the way you add it is that you give it this kind of schema. And I will share with you the GitHub repository where the prompt and the schema is. And you can give the schema to GitHub itself and ask it to add other methods if you want. Like, do you want to edit or add comments? Ask ChatGPT how to do the schema based on this example. It will give you. You will need to refresh, and you will have a new method here to do new calls. This is how it works under the bonnet. So I'm getting a little bit tired for today, so I want to wrap up here. I will share in description the repository. It contains prompt that you can take a look at. It also contains schema that you can copy and paste into your own. It also contains instructions of steps that you need to do, like creating your custom GPT, creating GitHub application with credentials, adding credentials to your custom GPT, adding schema and prompt. And well, this is how you can make your own copy. And then you can just copy the schema to ChatGPT, ask it to add like schemas, like to modify the schema for you so you can add more methods. This is what I'm finishing for today. Thank you for staying till the end. Leave a like, leave comments, suggestions, requests in comments. Be a generous guest and leave a tip by using super thanks, and subscribe so that I see you next time.